Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just going to be a little bit different. I need to curl my hair and I also need to film this video for you guys, so I'm going to do them at the same time. So I'm just casually going to be curling my hair. I have a mirror that's like this big over here, and we're just going to be doing like a little life chat and catch up because I just feel like there's so much that's happened in the past couple weeks, and I've kind of been trying to update you guys, but then things change and it's just like I feel like I cannot get you guys like fully updated. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing. So just as far as curling my hair, I have the Conair 1-inch curling iron. This is just from Target. Love this. I have it on the middle setting, so it's at 330. Just gonna be curling most of my hair. I will link a video down below on how I kind of curl my hair, just because that's not what this video is about. It's just more of like a catch up. So where do I start? Okay, also, by the way, the reason I am filming this is because I had filmed a vlog and got you guys all caught up and everything in the vlog, and my footage got deleted, so I have to redo that vlog this week. Not like redo the vlog, but I have to vlog again this week because I no longer have the footage for that, which is so annoying. So going back like 3 weeks ago or so, we were under contract for a 2-unit apartment. This was going to be something that we were hoping to flip and live in one half while we built our house and then rent out the other half. It was like, we just felt like the perfect opportunity, the perfect location and everything for what we wanted. And yeah, so we went under contract for that. We were under contract for that for like almost 3 months, I think, 2.5 months or so. And the closing date kept getting changed and pushed back and yada, yada, yada. I apologize because I am just like struggling with the lighting, but okay. So finally we had like our final closing date. Everything looked like it was gonna go through just great finally, and 2 days before we closed there was a big pipe burst, which then flooded the entire apartment unit and caused a ton of damage. When I say a ton of damage, I mean like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in damage. So since it was still under the previous owner, they were responsible for, you know, what happened, and essentially they were not willing to cover a reasonable amount. The pipes wouldn't have burst if circumstances were different, and yeah, so we just had to step out. I mean, it was very unreasonable, and we were not about to put this extra amount of money in when we hadn't planned on that, and we were already planning on putting a large amount of money in to renovate this place, mainly because we saw it as a very good investment property and a great opportunity for us. So anyway, we stepped out. We decided to step out of that. We weren't going to keep fighting. I mean, there was enough signs saying that maybe it wasn't the right time. I don't know. That was like slightly, I don't know. It wasn't like devastating. It was just, I mean, kind of, because essentially that was our plan, and without that we couldn't, I mean, we can't live at my dad's. We're living at my dad's right now, for those of you guys who don't know, and we can't live here for 6 more months while we build a house. We also don't have land yet, which is something we were planning on taking our time, you know, looking for while we were living in said apartment. So that didn't go through. Okay, so just another update, because this just explains like other stuff that's been going on. The baby and I got sick, so we just had like a kind of like a cold and like a bad cough, but this was lack of sleep, so it was causing us both to not sleep well. And yeah, it just was like, it was kind of like a rough 2 weeks or so. Yeah, being pregnant with a toddler, having your toddler sick and you be sick at the same time is just kind of like, so during that time, which was super emotional because now we're trying to make like new life plans, you know, everything kind of fell apart. So we had found a house that we fell in love with that was up for sale in a town that we would be happy to live in. It had the space, it had the bedrooms, it had the open concept we wanted, it had the cathedral ceilings in every room, even the bedrooms, which was like such a treat. I mean, it was stunning, and it was right at the top of our price range, but we're like, you know what? With our like touch on the inside and outside of this house, it could be our little like dream farmhouse. And we put an offer in, essentially, we pretty much put an offer in, and the owners decided to take their house off the market. So that is when I kind of fell apart, because let me remind you, I'm freaking exhausted at this point. All of our plans fell through. We've sold our house. Our house is gone. That's why we're living at my dad's. We sold our house. And yeah, we have stuff in 3 different places, a storage unit. Yeah, we just have like, our stuff is everywhere. And we really had our heart set on this house that we put an offer in on. It was like the, you know, the thing that was giving us hope after finding out all of our other plans had kind of fallen through. So I'm like, of course, it's not like we lost in a bidding war. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's like they literally decided to take their house off the market. And our offer was very close to full price. So it's not like it was a low ball and it just was like turned them off. It was just a coincidence that they decided not to sell their house. And that was devastating. That was really hard. I like sobbed when we got the phone call from our realtor. I was like sobbing, and I'm like, I'm just tired and I don't feel good and I can't sleep. And now like I had all these plans for this house. I knew what color I wanted to paint it on the inside and the outside. I had like plans for all the light fixtures and how I was going to decorate it, and that's my own fault on it, like obviously. But I mean, when there's a house for sale and you're talking to your realtor and there's not other offers on the table and stuff, it's like you feel like if you offer pretty much full price, like you kind of feel like you're gonna get the house, you know? So that all happened, and that's kind of when I started to like just lose hope, and it was just really hard and emotional. So obviously when you sell your house and you're like taking this leap of faith to buy an apartment unit and try to flip it, and we're taking a risk. Like we knew what the risk was. Our biggest risk, the worst thing that could happen, was that we lost it all, and we did. What we're thankful for is that those pipes didn't burst in the apartment while it was under our ownership. Like say we closed the day before and then the pipes burst, which the pipes bursting wouldn't have been our fault still, because we wouldn't have owned it long enough for it to be our fault. And that would have been devastating, because that would have been a lot of money that we were not prepared to spend. But anyway, we knew the risk we were taking, but we were really, you know, we're really trying to set ourselves up for success. And, you know, Kyle's more of a risk taker, so I've just been trying to hop on board with those things because, like I said, we're trying to set ourselves up for success here. So at this point, Kyle and I are like, okay, well, first of all, we need our own space back. Like we need to either rent an apartment and start our building plans. We started looking for apartments, and we just figured that way we don't feel rushed to either get into a house, or, you know, we just don't feel rushed. So we found an apartment, and it's actually like right down the street from our old house, and it's super cute. It's like, it's a house, or it was a house, and they made it into a 2-unit. So our unit has 3 bedrooms. It's adorable, and that's where we're going to be living. We're moving there very, very soon, like within a week or 2. And yeah, we're excited. So I will keep you guys updated on that. Like I'll show you how we like move in and decorate and like all of that. I think it's probably going to be a little while of a stay unless we find a house, because our whole plan now is to kind of live in this apartment, look for land, or look for a house. So if we find land and it feels right and everything, then we'll buy the land and we will build. If that doesn't, you know, if we don't find land that we really love, then we will keep our eyes out for any new houses that come on the market, and we will actually consider buying a house. So also, while we were looking for an apartment, in the middle of all of this, we got super sick with the puking flu, and this was like back to back with Knox and I's cold. So holy smokes, I was like down for the count. Honestly, I was the one, Knox got it first, and then I got it, and Knox threw up so much. Poor guy. It was awful. It is awful to see your child that sick. Like, it's scary, it's awful, it was really, really hard. And then of course I came down with it and was sick like an entire night and just like vomiting every 30 minutes. And while pregnant, it is just like a whole nother ball game. I would never wish that upon anybody. I'm almost 20 weeks pregnant, and that was just like no joke. I would never wish that on anybody. I got to the point where I was so dehydrated that I was actually like having contractions while I was vomiting. So I thought I was going to end up having to go to the ER if I like threw up anymore, just because I was going to need like an IV and some fluids and whatever to get me to come alive again. But luckily it finally like let up, and Kyle got it as well. So that whole night we were like sharing the bathroom. It was just, what a mess. So there was like the recovery of that. Then I didn't have a video up that week. I feel like I'm like explaining everything, but I am just someone that has like a plan and a schedule, and when we fall off of that, I just feel like a hot mess. So I have just felt like our whole life has been a joke the past couple weeks. Like, we're either sicker than crap or our plans are falling through. I haven't been able to keep up with, like, it took me like 4 days to get on top of our laundry again after we had thrown up over everything. Yeah, I've just really felt like a mess. We're finally starting to get our health back. Once we got over the flu, or the stomach bug I should call it, Knox and I have come down with another cold. And I'm all really annoyed because this all happened after I got the flu shot, which could have absolutely nothing to do with that, but I know that some people get sick. I know I'm protected from the actual flu, but I'm just annoyed that I've been sick every week after I got that shot when I did not want to get it, because I've never gotten the flu shot before, but they insisted. So anywho, I'm a little bitter about that. This morning I did go look at a house. Kyle has been on top of everything. Kyle has had a work trip planned this week, so he's been gone all week, which has been planned for like a while. It's just made it like that much trickier to get like anything done, because I just have the baby myself, like obviously around the clock. And this morning I went and looked at a house with our realtor, and it's a 4-bedroom, potentially 5-bedroom if you count the bedroom in the basement. It has big open ceilings in the living room with like an open banister. A master is downstairs with a master suite. Has a nice sized kitchen open to the dining room, and then there's even like a wall that we could take out and open that up to the living room. And I think that this house, it's so funny because there's a lot of houses I walk into and I know that like you can make any space beautiful. It just depends on what you do with it. And certain spaces just don't inspire me. We saw this beautiful house the other day, and I was like, I just hate the layout. I can't, like, I just want to take out every wall, and it just wasn't inspiring to me. This house, I love the layout. The one we saw this morning, I just love the layout. It has a full mudroom with multiple closets, and then I like that the master's on the first floor, and it has all the bedrooms we need. Like I said, potentially 5-bedroom. It's got the basement. It's a really, really, really cute house. So essentially it needs, in my opinion, it's honestly, it's just outdated. So new floors, new paint, new light fixtures, new countertops, new vanities in the bathroom. It just really needs to be updated. I can't stop playing with my hair because I just styled it, but yeah, essentially it just needs all the cosmetic stuff. So yeah, that's just something that we looked at this morning. We're kind of thinking about it. That would be something that we would probably buy, renovate, and like live in for a few years or something. So pretty much Kyle just needs to get home, and we need to get settled into our apartment. And then we kind of need to figure out what we want to take on and what we want to plan for right now. I don't know. We just don't really know what we want to do. We're kind of like waiting for something to feel right. So just know that whatever we decide to do right now, we will completely include you guys in any renovations, because I know a lot of you guys were looking forward to seeing our apartment renovations and all of that we had planned. So we'll include you guys on like whatever it is we decide to do. I just wanted to give you guys like a little update. We've had so many questions, and I just feel like so much has changed. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. As far as my pregnancy goes, that has been going great. I am enjoying my pregnancy. I feel really good, and I've still been working out with the exception of all of my illnesses and things that have been going on. Also, I did join a dodgeball team, which they use really squishy, those like really squishy balls. So it will not hurt my belly. Like it's totally safe, and I have been having so much fun with that. We had our first like match or game the other night, and it was so fun. I have been so sore I can barely move. Really fun. We do that on Tuesday nights, and that has been like a really good just like outlet. I'm a super competitive person, so I love just any type of sport. I'll just get competitive and get into it, and it's just fun. It's like a good little mental break for me right now. Also, our gender reveal is coming up. We find out the gender of our baby in like a week and a couple of days, and oh my gosh, our ultrasound is on Monday, like this Monday. We get to see the baby. So I'm super excited. I am a little anxious about the ultrasound because we're obviously going to tell them that we don't want to know the gender, so it's going to be like hard to not just be like, okay, just tell us the gender. But we will not do that. We're going to have her put it in an envelope, and we are going to find out with family on Saturday the 15th. I need to film the gender myth prediction video that I've been wanting to do. I literally have been thinking about this video since I was like 12 weeks. And I'm like, I have plenty of time. Like, I want to do it close to when we find out the gender. No, I have like no time now to film it, edit it, and get it up before the gender reveal. Like, I have a week. And I really wanted Kyle to be in that video. So I need him home. So maybe we'll do it one night in bed. It's just like a verbal thing. Like, do you crave salty or sweet? And then tally it up at the end and see if you're supposed to have a boy or a girl. I need some texture in my hair. This is driving me nuts. It's like flat on top. No one needed to hear that sound effect. That sounded really gross. I'm using the Kristen S Dry Texture Spray. This is from Target. I really like it. It smells so good. Also, I'm like in my pajamas, so you're probably wondering why the hell I'm doing my hair, but if I don't curl my hair, like I washed my hair today, and if I don't curl it the day I wash it, then she's pretty much done for. Look at this crazy cowlick. Can you guys see that? I need to try to straighten that guy out. Okay, so I'm just gonna end the video here because I feel like I could just sit here and pretty much talk to myself all day. But yeah, I wanna thank you guys so much for your love and support and everything along the way in this journey and like all of this craziness that we have going on. I just wanna thank you guys so much because you have no idea what your love and support does for myself and for our family, and it just is like super encouraging to have you guys and comforting to have you guys, and I love you so much. So we'll have hopefully a vlog coming up soon and that gender prediction video, and then after that our gender reveal. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.